right, Leadheads, welcome back to the Nordic Components Talking Lead podcast. This is episode, I don't know what episode this is. It's going to be either 174 or 175, but I've got my boys from Aklys Defense in. Crazy Cajuns. They are recovering from the floods down in Louisiana. Still, y'all had some nasty shit down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, by floods, do you mean alcoholism or?
No, he means like actual unwanted water.
Oh, yeah.
Water coming over that levee again, I guess.
Well, there was no levee on this one.
Yeah.
No,
it was rainwater.
It was, just rainwater, huh?
Yeah.
So the actual waters from the Gulf didn't get big enough.
No.
Get backflow.
That's a hell of a lot of rain.
Yeah, about 30 inches total in a lot of places over 2.5 days.
Holy crap. And y'all's shop got just flooded out the ass, didn't it?
Yeah, a little over knee deep in the back where the machines are.
Yep.
Jeez. Now,
really screw up your day.
So y'all were out of commission. You're still not 100% yet, right?
No. We just got the one of the MIG machines, our main MIG machines, back up and running, one of the welders, as of today.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. It's kind of slow, but it's just...
How far are you on back orders?
We're still back ordered. All the machine stuff, we're pretty much always back ordered, which is a good thing. But we're rolling along every day as far as machine stuff.
Good deal. So you Leadheads need to go to their website, which is aklysdefense.com. And I'm going to spell that for them. It's aklysdefense.com. And you need to help these guys out. Go and buy some T-shirts. Go and buy some of their other products they got. You got those little shot glasses.
Yeah, the boom shot. That's an awesome little product. Everybody loves that thing.
You've got the
grenade casings that turn into shot glasses.
Yeah, those are fucking awesome. I love those. And you still got the 50 BMG bottle openers? Got those?
Yep, sure do.
And what else you guys got as far as the swag-wise? You got the...
Man, we got the bourbon bullets and bourbon bombs, the bottle openers, the koozies, stickers and patches. We got the new science hammer, the hammer of science.
I saw that. Tell me about that.
If you ever need to delicately apply some science, we have a 3-pound engineering hammer to do such.
That's cool.
We kind of did it as a novelty thing. Charlie thought of it years ago, and I always thought it was a clever idea. And we were using it, busting out some walls, and then we had the thought, hey, let's make some science hammers and kind of use them. And it turned out the damn things actually take a little over 2 hours to make.
Holy crap.
We do it as we're leaving the shop, so we're able to actually make them for decent pricing. But they've turned out to be really, really popular.
But they're actual functional hammers, though, right?
Yeah, we just got a batch in, and we got to start running hopefully tomorrow.
Very cool. And you also got those the 40 millimeter dropping bomb service dog that holds the little what do they call them? The little pooper bags for when you walk your dog.
Yep, it's the service dog aid, poop bag dispenser, and also holds treats securely for the dog. I had a friend of mine come in, had a service dog, and was complaining about his poop bag dispenser always breaking, and the dog getting into the treat bags and the treat container. So I said, you know what? Let's see if we can do something. And he looked at the grenades we had laying around, because we're actually a manufacturer of Mark 19 grenade launchers.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. So we always have the ammo laying around. We had some dummies, and we said, that might fit. So we developed it. I guess we spent about 3 hours going to every hardware store and little shop around town trying to find the right hardware until we found something that worked well. And lo and behold, we made the first dropping bombs.
I love the name, man. Dropping bombs.
Again, it just was kind of a fun thing to do. To said, hey, that's kind of cool. And didn't really think anything of it until it started getting out there and people started asking for them. And we're like, I guess we need to make these things now.
Yeah, there you go. And they fit well on a service dog's on their vest.
Yep. Any 40 millimeter Grenadier's pouch fits them perfectly. Imagine that.
Huh. You'd never thought that would fit, would you? So you're using actual 40 millimeter containers.
They're made with legit 40 millimeter casings. I mean, it's we just take our boom shot glasses, which are the inert empty shell. It's solid aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
The projectile that holds the actual bag is a real Mark 19 grenade that has been emptied out. So it's kind of cool. A lot of people like that.
Can you put Kleenexes in these too and pull Kleenexes through them?
You can stuff whatever you want in them. I don't care.
You don't care. Once they get them, they do whatever the hell they want to with them, right?
Whatever, man.
Well, you put your Kleenex and you pop the dispenser part out, and then you have the shell, and you got like a secured compartment. You can put whatever you want in there.
There you go.
Not that secure.
It is now. We've upgraded it to a waterproof O-ring.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I think what you need to do on them, because you could put little faces and stuff on here. You could engrave faces and stuff on there. You have different characters for your bomb droppers.
We can. We've added a laser engraver to our repertoire.
Nice.
So we can laser engrave that. Laser engrave your dropping bomb or your boom shot glass, or now we're doing all the little the insulated cups.
Uh-huh.
Man, they're the coolest things ever. We're now a stocking dealer for Arctic, and we've been doing some laser engraving on that.
Cool. Are those like the
like the Yetis?
The Yetis.
Yeah, they're like Yetis, but a third of the price and just as good a quality.
It does the same thing. Yeah.
My favorite though is their low balls. It's this little 16-ounce low ball. It's about this big around, and it's perfect for a mixed drink or a cocktail or even a good bourbon or scotch.
Cool. When are those going to hit your website? Or are they on there now? I didn't go to page 2. Hold on, let me go to page 2. Nope, it's not on page 2.
No, I don't have the Yetis or anything up yet.
Okay. Now, is that something that people can go ahead and...
Thing. Yeah, it's more of a local thing. We've got we've got Aklys Defense. It's the manufacturing area in the back where all the machines and all the stuff and the cool stuff that we do is back there. Well, up front, for the local crowd, we actually have a gun shop for customers to come in and see. And the gun shop is Mo Guns and Ammo. Mm-hmm. So you always need Mo Guns and Ammo. So come on down to Mo Guns and Ammo and get your guns and ammo.
MEAUX.
Yep. So that's the gun shop out front, and that's where we do a lot of the Arctic cups and things like that, some of the novelty stuff.
Cool.
We got take-off furniture off of the numerous AKs we've built, ARs we've upgraded. We always have cool stuff like that. So if you're ever in the area, make sure you come pop by and take a look. Some days we can actually do tours of the back shop. Most days we can't, though.
Except when it's underwater.
Except when it's underwater, yep.
Yeah.
You still did boat tours then?
We did boat tours, yep.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You're being facetious.
We were cutting parts while there was still about 1.5 to 2 inches of water on the ground.
Yeah.
We were wading around on water, and we were cutting parts.
Damn.
So we went in, and I just bought some new coolant to swap out one of the machines, and the pail was still okay, and we were able to get it up and running with that.
And not to mention your shirts. I mean, I love your shirts. You got some of the best theme shirts. You got the Aklys Fet t-shirt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Love that. That's one of my most favorite shirts of all times. And then, of course, the new one is the Machine Gun Smile, which I'm wearing right now. I went and changed because you both were wearing Aklys Defense stuff. So
well, we kind of work there, so
I felt the pressure.
And I'm in the tactical polo. Zach today is wearing the Helmets Evolved shirt. We've got the classic Weapons Evolved shirt, and then the Machine Gun Smile shirt. Man, the new shirt that we got coming out, probably going to release in about 2 weeks, is going to be great. Everybody's going to love this one.
What is it? Come on.
Can't tell you.
Come on, this is the show for exclusives, Joe.
When you get on a cruise ship or on a boat, they do the full muster, and then they tell you yada yada yada. It's gonna be women and children off first.
Yeah,
it's kind of something like that, but with a twist.
Heck, I don't even think I know what it is.
He didn't let you in on it. It's that secret.
No.
Well, you gotta let me know when that drops so I can announce it to all the Leadheads.
We're gonna hope. I'm hoping to have some for the SOE party, the Special Operations Equipment Halloween party, November 5th.
I believe so. Yeah, you guys going to that?
I am.
Yep.
Sweet.
We just don't know how heavy the loadout's going to be.
Yeah. That's going to be a hell of a party. Now, you guys were at the last one they had.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What was the theme of that one? What was the purpose for that party? I can't remember.
Play around with machine guns and flamethrowers. It was their 4th of July party.
Oh, yeah, that's right. 4th of July.
It was on like July 16th instead.
Was that in July?
Yeah.
Man, it seems like it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it was hot as fuck.
Yeah, it was a little warm.
And then it got even hotter with that damn flamethrower.
Yeah, Christian kind of warmed everyone up.
No doubt. Those guys know how to throw a party, I'm telling you, man.
And you know how those Tennessee boys are?
Yeah. So do you.
Yes, I do.
Being a Tennessee boy yourself.
Not a whole lot else to do up there, though.
I don't think I've told people who's on with me. So we got Zach Hall, and we've got Joe Moe, of course. I'm sure everybody recognizes Joe. And Zach's been on a couple of times, but not as much as Joe has. So welcome in, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. I always love joining in on the Talking Lead podcast.
Talking Lead. I get that all the time. I was at the gas station today, and this guy at the pump next to me, he's like, "So what's a talking lead?" I was like, really? You see all these sponsors that are on here? Do you know who Glock is? Do you know who Aklys Defense is? Do you know who Kel-Tec is? Do you know who Nordic Components? Apparently, they're not a 2A proponent.
Probably not.
So I was saying this to myself, and then I had to be a smartass about it. And I was like, well, we do dog training, and it's like talking lead. It's a play on words. It's like we sell leashes and things.
Yeah, I have a friend that's a dolphin waxer. It's kind of a similar.
Dolphin waxer.
Yes, we do.
Is that like for reals?
Might as well be.
Well, that's going to live in infamy.
It will never die.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
This is a good transition into, because I hear the train coming. Our Talking Lead Jackwagon Train's rolling in, baby. So bring it in, Gunny.
Hoorah, Semper do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
All right, the train has stationed, and I've got a couple of Jackwagons that I want to throw on the train, but I want to go to my guests first. I'm going to defer to them, or do you want me to go first?
Unless Joe's got one.
No, not today.
You might have one. Think about it. All right, so, and this is going to be a spoiler alert for you, but I'll try not to talk too much detail on it, Joe. And I don't know, Zach, are you a Walking Dead fan?
Well, of course.
Okay, have you seen the latest? Are you up to date?
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, plug your ears.
Yeah, I'm still about a season behind right now.
All right, you probably know about the Negan and all that and what everybody's been building up for. He's getting ready to whack somebody's head in, right?
Yeah.
You're aware of that, right?
Yeah, I like Negan.
Okay.
I'm Team Negan all the way.
Team Negan all the way, baby. Well, and I'm not throwing him on the Jackwagon Train, but what I'm throwing on the Jackwagon Train are all these freaking man-gina people that are saying there's too much violence in The Walking Dead now.
There's not enough.
There's too much violence.
So it's a show that airs at 9 o'clock at night on Sunday evening, which is a school night.
Right.
Where should those kids be?
Watching watching Walking Dead. How else are they going to learn to kill time?
How are they going to learn to live in the apocalyptic world?
Exactly.
But I'm just like all these people that are up in arms over the violence of him bashing. Well, okay, I'm not going to say what he did. Well, you already know he's bashing some people's heads in. I'm not going to say who because I want to ruin it for Joe.
They deserved it.
But anybody who's a real Walking Dead fan already knows what was going to happen if you follow the comic books and the stories. It's a violent comic book to begin with, and what's the difference in them bashing in zombies' heads versus, a real human's head? It's the same thing. They're bashing heads, they're killing, they're murdering, they're, whatever it is. But that's the thing. Turn the channel if you don't like that. If that's not something you want to see, turn the damn channel.
Just because you don't like it doesn't mean someone
just
else
because
does.
it affects your sensibilities, your man-gina sensibilities.
Hey, what about all the ladies that are getting disrupted too? Their vaginas.
I don't know what to
too,
call them though.
Not just the man-ginas.
I'm blaming it on all the men. I'm thinking that this is all a bunch of Nancy boys. That it's just too violent, too horrible, too gruesome. I turn the channel. I mean, that's the best thing to do. If you don't like that, then don't watch it. When has it not been violent? I mean, from day one, this show has been gruesome, gory, violent.
Yep.
Yeah. All the way down to the cutting arms off and things like that. I mean, it's just always
eating people. Come on.
It's been there. I don't understand.
They were eating a dude while he was alive. I think that's more gory, gruesome, fucked up, worse than what Negan did.
I don't know. I haven't seen that particular episode. Hell, I haven't seen the last season or so. I'm a season behind. I don't know if it's accelerated tremendously, but I mean,
the way I look at it,
you get
is if Negan really wanted to traumatize them, he would have done the thing with the bat, but he would have only taken body shots, left the head intact, and let them turn into zombies. But that might just be the sadistic side of me coming out.
I guess. I mean, I don't know, but that's my first
what the governor
Jackwagon.
did was he would kill them and let them turn.
Yeah, and he'd use them for sport. He'd use the zombies for their gladiator sports.
Yeah.
He's still my favorite character, the governor.
We sold a shotgun to Negan.
Mm-hmm.
You sold a shotgun to Morgan Dean? Dean Morgan, what's his name?
Richard
Morgan Dean?
Yeah.
Damn it. The JDM, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. There we go.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, there you go.
Yeah, we named a shotgun after him.
Did you really?
Yeah. Way back in the day.
Huh. What'd you call it?
The JDM.
The JDM? I bet he'd want it called the Lucille now.
It's a 12-gauge Sega. We made a model called the Coast Guard, which was a side folding, and the JDM was the same gun but with a thumbhole stock, because I think he was up in New York at the time, and he couldn't have a side folder, so we built the JDM. Pretty popular item. It looked pretty badass.
That's cool. So he's a 2A proponent.
Yeah, it's like a 16-inch barrel with a permanently attached.
Yep. We originally used the Tromix, and then we later transitioned over to the Mojo shotgun Sega brick, which worked tremendously well on that 16-inch barrel.
Nice.
Still had a little bit of pressure at 16 inches to work effectively.
Where is he a Louisiana guy?
No, I don't know where he is now.
I mean, is he from Louisiana?
His residence was in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's where it ended up being. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So he got one of those in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, before all the weird stuff. We actually we sold another one to Mikey Tuttle.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Mikey
we
Tuttle?
sold a red one, a red JDM, because we knew it was New York State legal at the time.
Yeah. 5-round Sega mags, thumbhole stock, so it didn't have the evil features all over it.
Who's Mikey Tuttle?
Orange County Coppers.
Yeah.
The younger brother, the real nice, big, heavyset.
I never watched that show.
Yeah. He's a real nice guy.
Cool. Don't know him, but cool.
So yeah, that'd been cool. Negan should use that on episode one day.
That would be awesome.
Oh, you need to get in touch with him. I bet they would let him do that. Here's what I don't understand again about this show: is it basically it's taking place in Atlanta, right? In Georgia.
Or in Georgia.
In Georgia, the whole state. What big gun companies are in Georgia, and why aren't these people going there? That's what I don't understand. You got Glockity Glock, that's in Georgia. Why is there not somebody going into Glockity Glock and just raiding that place? And
I'm guessing because advertising dollars.
Well, I mean, they could call it Plock. They could change the name of it, but that's what I don't understand is why they're not, because there's a lot of gun manufacturers in that area.
Yeah.
Well, guns are not the most TV cool looking stuff whenever they go off. I mean, just have the pop. So the baseball bats and the swords and machetes and stuff like that, I guess make more.
Well, those are, but all these guys have guns. I mean, all the guys now, as the show has progressed, you'll notice that there's more and more firearms involved with it.
Yeah. In season 5, there was a certain silencer company that dropped a lot of marketing money onto the show.
You mean the Magpul?
Maglite.
It was a specific Utah-based fire or suppressor company.
Maglite.
And you saw a whole bunch of their items all of a sudden pop up. They raided a gun shop, and you saw their items show up.
Louisville Slugger. Didn't they use a baseball bat for a silencer or something like that?
That was in
the Maglite. They were using a bunch of Maglites.
They used a Maglite. I saw that, and they used something else that was redonkulous.
Yeah. But there was a specific Utah-based suppressor company that
you can say their name.
Their items showed up around the time when they were in the church.
Who's Utah-based? Silencer Co.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't like to provide additional.
Well, I mean, I think it's bad publicity because they weren't using them properly anyway. But
how do you use a suppressor improperly?
Watch The Walking Dead. You'll see how. But you guys make suppressors too, and I don't think a lot of people know that.
If we had a primary product, I'd have to say it's our suppressor line.
Is it? Okay.
That's what we make the most of, and that's what we make every day is suppressors. And
I've got one on the way.
Yes, you do.
I'm getting your the multi-caliber suppressor. Yep. What is it called?
The Orion.
The Orion. I was going to call it the Zeus. It's the Orion.
It's primarily a 30 caliber suppressor, but anything 30 caliber and smaller. And it's any 30 caliber. 300 Ultra Mag, 30, 338 Weatherby Magnum, and anything smaller.
Cool.
Yeah. We were actually just talking about some of those calibers before you came on, Zach, and how I just happen to have that 300 Rum cartridge next to the 338 Lapua, next to the 300 Win Mag, and everybody touts that 300 Win Mag is such a badass cartridge. When you stack that thing up against a Remington Ultra Mag, it makes it look piddly.
We're gonna get into our facts to fight the myth coming up. Awesome. So a little teaser there for you guys. So that's my Jackwagon. I'm throwing all these sensitive Nancy boys and women on the Jackwagon train that thinks there's too much violence in The Walking Dead. They even banned it, or they didn't ban it, but they edited out, I think, a lot of the baseball scene parts in the UK.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, there are a bunch of Nancy's over there anyway. So, I can understand that, but not here. Not here in America. Just turn the damn channel. You don't like it, don't watch it. You have choice. Isn't there a freedom of choice still exist here?
You would think so.
And I don't like other people trying to push their choices onto me. So if you choose that that's too much violence for you, don't watch the fucking show.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. All right, I'm off my soapbox on that. Did you guys come up with a Jackwagon? Anybody come to mind?
Oh, hell, I just been thinking about how I need to try and catch up on The Walking Dead now.
You can start watching it right now. Pull it up on your phone. We'll get you caught up.
Netflix it.
Yeah.
So this is in the news today. The Bundy brothers were acquitted in the takeover of the Oregon Wildlife Refuge. I saw
something about that.
They were acquitted?
They were acquitted.
Holy crap. But, didn't someone get smoked during that?
One of the Bundys did. Yeah, one of those people involved with it got smoked. Yeah. Big time. So I see huge lawsuit coming.
And it sounds that way.
But the article that I read didn't say much about it, and I haven't seen a lot of other on it. It just says that is it Amon and Ryan Bundy and 5 of their followers charged in the armed takeover of federally owned Oregon Wildlife Sanctuary in January were acquitted Thursday of federal conspiracy and weapons charges. So they were, I don't know how many other charges they got against them, but they were acquitted of those 2. And it says,
knowing the way that goes, they probably had quite a few.
Yeah. I'm sure. It says,
I'm sure it's resisting arrest and some other stuff too.
It says the verdict brings to a close a case that gripped the nation earlier this year with its public debate about government powers, public lands, constitutional rights. There was a Wild West quality to the episode, with armed men in cowboy hats taking on federal agents in a tussle over public lands and putting out a call for aid, only to see their insurrection fizzle. In a month-long trial, the defendants never denied that they had occupied and held the, Malheur National Wildlife Refuge headquarters? I'm probably saying that wrong. For nearly 6 weeks, demanding that the federal government surrender the property to local control, but their lawyers argued that prosecutors did not prove that the group had engaged in an illegal conspiracy to keep federal workers, employees of the Fish and Wildlife Service and Bureau of Land Management, from doing their jobs. Was that what they built their whole case on?
I guess.
Well, no wonder they were acquitted. Oh my God. I'll throw the prosecutor lawyers on the Jackwagon train for that one.
Might as well.
If that's that's what they were hinging their whole freaking suit on. But that's all this article says about it. There's nothing else about it, so I don't know.
It's probably because it's being kind of quietened by the media because it.
Well, I think so, and that's my point. Is why that article's so short. Is they're trying to just brush it under the freaking rug.
Yeah, they screwed up, and they're trying to deny it. And I'm sure Trump is going to grab some lady's body part soon and distract him. So. Right,
and that him grabbing a boobie 20 years ago is going to overshadow this.
Exactly.
That's another thing. I'm not even going to get started on that.
No. That'd occupy the rest of the show, man.
I'm telling you.
Today's political arena, and I do emphasize arena, has been an interesting watch, and I guess it's sadly typical of our country today. So it could take a while to go through that.
Yeah. Nordic Components is an American-owned manufacturing company proud to produce quality products right here in the USA. As a company, we continually invest in our manufacturing capabilities to ensure that all of our products are the highest quality and most efficiently produced parts available. The Nordic Components business consists of 2 segments, manufacturing and sales. Our manufacturing business works to provide custom machine components for a variety of applications, with our specialty being firearm components. The sales business produces lines of branded firearm accessories to enhance and elevate the shooting experience. We are a company owned and operated by individuals devoted to shooting sports, and many of us shoot competitively. We attend and sponsor a number of events around the country each year where we listen to you, the consumer, and are proud to say that all of our firearm components are a direct result of your input. As a firearms accessory provider, our aim is simple. Provide shooting enthusiasts with innovative products of uncompromising performance and reliability. Nordic Components. Check us out at nordiccomp.com. We've talked about the election and whatnot on a couple of the past episodes. Last week, I'd like to go ahead and thank our guest. I normally do this in the beginning of the show, but we had Jason Redman, Lieutenant Jason Redman, former Navy SEAL, author of the book The Trident, and he founded Wounded Wear and the Combat Wounded Coalition on the show last week. It was a great episode. If you two hadn't listened to that, you should listen to it because he gave a great interview.
I'm a little behind on some of the episodes.
Well, that's understandable. You guys are, still pumping water. I understand. You got more important things to do.
Crap. Oh, man. It's been...
I think 11 weeks is what a friend of mine said. 11 or 12 now.
10. Yeah, we're past 10 weeks, so we must be in week 11. And I'm still finding stuff that's holding water.
Yeah, little containers, little Rubbermaid bins and stuff still have flood water in them. I picked up a suppressor out of a cabinet, and it still had water in it.
Really?
Yeah, one of the old test suppressors hidden in the back of a cabinet.
Don't send me that one.
No. You wouldn't want this one before the flood.
But you guys make sure you check out that episode with Lieutenant Jason Redman. And go to his website, combatwoundedcoalition.org. And they've got some really cool swag there, too, to help support their nonprofit organization. And then he called me out. They did a they do like a yearly skydive jump where they get a lot of wounded veterans out and take them skydiving. And I was telling them about the time that Pepper went, and I refused to go. I just don't see the purpose in tempting, death.
I'll do some risky stuff. Jumping out of a good plane is not one of them.
No, I'll jump out of a plane if it's on the ground.
I think I do it. I like flying. I like aviation and anything. So
I love flying, Joe. Don't get me wrong. I got my degree in aerospace, and I flew for many years. But I had the ground, the plane's surface underneath me, and I wasn't free falling. It's something about the distance between there and the ground that gets me. That's the issue that I have, and then me hitting it. But I think he's called me out, so I'm probably going to have to go do that next year. I think he called me something along the lines of a cat, but with a P.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Grab it by the horns.
Yeah. Just do it, you pussy. So you guys check that out, Lieutenant Jason Redmond. I think it was episode. Jeez, I'm terrible on my episodes, guys. But you'll just go back to the show headers, and if you haven't listened to it yet, go listen to it. So that's it for my Jackwagons. Unless you guys got one, we're going to have Gunny haul the train out of here. I had another one. I can't think who it was, though.
You need a reminder?
Yeah. Were we talking about it?
Yeah, another SEAL thing.
Oh, yeah. So I'm not on the fence about it. I mean, he's been on our Jackwagon train before, but Jesse Ventura. I was listening to a podcast today, and I just started listening to podcasts like a couple of months ago. I've been doing one for almost 4 years now, and I just started listening to podcasts. I didn't know what a podcast was when we started this thing. When Zeke and I started this, he's like, "Let's do a podcast." I was like, "What the fuck's a podcast?" So I just started, and I think a lot of the reason was I had a Windows phone, and it just sucked. I couldn't do a lot of stuff on my Windows phone. I couldn't do social media. I couldn't do anything. So I've been doing a lot more social media. So you guys have probably noticed that I've been doing a lot more posts on Instagram and Twitter and whatnot. So I got me one of those. What is this? A Samsung S7. It's not one of those that's blowing up. It's the S7, and I didn't know how bad I had it. I didn't know how technologically challenged I was with my Windows phone. But I started listening to podcasts, and I'm not going to tell you what podcast it was that I heard it on, but there was an interview with Jesse the Body Ventura. It's a recent one. And they were talking about the Chris Kyle thing. I don't know if you guys are familiar or not, but Chris Kyle was sued by Jesse the Body because he said that in his book that Chris Kyle wrote that he slugged him in a bar or something like that. There was like a bar fight, and he punched him out, and Jesse's like, "No, that never happened, blah, blah, blah." And so Jesse's suing him, and I mean, who knows? I don't know what the truth actually is. But then, as everybody knows, Chris Kyle was murdered, and so Jesse can't sue him anymore, so he's suing his estate. And his wife is in charge of the estate, and, I think a lot of people think that he's suing the wife and the family. And again, I don't know how all that's managed and how it works out, but he's actually suing the estate.
Yeah.
So he was on there. He's still he won't let it go. I mean, I can understand his position. If I'm wrongly accused of something, I'm going to do everything I can to clear my name. Also, I mean, I don't fault him for that, but just the way that he's going about it and the way he's talking about it,
it's really slimy.
He's a media whore, is what he is.
Oh, he grabbed onto something, latched onto it, and is trying to
his political career's washed up.
Yeah, he's trying to pole vault off of somebody popular that he thinks he can get attention from.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's just holding on to that limelight, I guess, as long as he can. But I thought I hadn't heard anything about it for a long time, and then I heard this podcast interview with him, and he's still bitching and moaning about it. And I think he won the case, but I think it was overturned or something. It's going back to trial.
Something along the lines of that, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know. I have to get some more opinions from some people because I don't know the whole, you hear his side and then you hear the other side. And what really sucks is that, Chris Kyle's not here to give his actual,
to defend his side.
Yeah.
Right. Which I think that should be taken into account, and there needs to be some sort of an adjustment for that. But I'm not an attorney. I just play one on TV
and podcast.
The podcast, yeah, exactly. So I'm keeping Jesse the Body Ventura on the. Oh, and they were even talking about him running for president. Can you believe that shit?
Yeah.
That he will be or did?
No, that he wants to run for president. And they were like, yeah, if you were running right now, you'd win. You would win if you would run for president right now. I was like, in what world would that happen? I don't see that happening. I mean, he's so despised. I haven't really heard or seen, and I guess it's the circles that we run in, that we revolve in too. It's just they're not pro-Jesse.
Oh, no, they're not.
Opposite of, very opposite.
Yeah. So that we get a 3 for this week for the Jackwagon Train. And feel free, guys, if you got somebody you want to call them out. Throw their asses on the train. All right, Gunny, haul that train out of here. Doot, doot. All right, so let's talk about...
You enjoy doing that, don't you?
Do what?
Doot, doot.
Doot, doot. I edit in sound effects, so...
Yeah. That reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Major Payne. Oh, it's a fucking great movie.
Tell me that's not your favorite movie.
It is my favorite movie.
With what is his name? Is it Damon Wayans?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great movie, man.
Oh my gosh.
I can't watch many movies more than a few times, but I can watch Major Payne over and over and over.
Oh my God. It pains me to watch that movie.
Very funny. That was very funny.
I didn't even, no pun intended. All right, so let's talk about Aklys Defense. Let's talk about the new stuff you guys have. I'm sure you got stymied with the freaking floods.
Just a bit.
It was a little kick in the pants, but we're making past it.
Yeah, you're getting past it. Now, for those who don't know, I mean, you guys do rifles. You make that awesome the Z22. Is it the Z22?
ZK22.
ZK22, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. The ZK22, all of our rifle line, our AR line, all of our kind of comm block weapons, the AKs and things like that. A lot of suppressor-based technologies, integrally suppressed guns, the Javelin, integrally suppressed bolt-action rifle. One of the least expensive integrally suppressed 308s on the market. Also, you can shoot any 308 you can think of through it. A lot of those integs, even way outside of the price range, you can't shoot full-power supersonic loads through it.
Mm-hmm.
Javelin you can. Of course, our suppressors, the Pilum 9mm suppressor, one of the greatest values in the industry.
You guys have some just ridiculous prices on your suppressors.
It comes with the lid. I mean, it's ready to go. You buy the suppressor, you don't have to buy anything else. Our 22 suppressor, it's 2.4 ounces. Silencer Shop just picked them up, and they're available to any NFA dealer in the country.
Sweet.
It's under 2.4 ounces, still full auto rated, and they said it feels like air. And I guess I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, it's pretty light, but I really didn't realize how light it was, so I started handling a bunch of the other cans again in our test inventory and realizing, like, wow, this really is a pretty light can.
Yeah, and that's what you want on a 22, man, because 22s are so light anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to have that extra weight up there.
No, and then they're quiet. A 22's quiet anyway, and then you throw that suppressor on, it's like you said, it's like a... Can you hear me?
It's the closest most people are going to get to that movie quiet sound.
What's the decibels on it?
It's well under.
Probably can't even measure it. Can you measure it?
Testing puts it in the range of the Sparrow 2 and all of the competitive monocore and even a lot of the baffle style cans out there.
Yeah.
How
long is it?
I'm a big fan of decibel ratings because they're so manipulating, and our test environment, the humidity and temperature all affects the sound and what the readings would be.
Mm-hmm.
Comparative testing is what I prefer. Hearing safe, and then how does it sound and the performance it does on the gun.
Have you done side-by-side sound comparisons?
Yeah, we've done side by side with a lot of different manufacturers of them.
Do you guys do videos of those and post them?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch online on YouTube. Check them out.
What's your YouTube channel so everybody can know?
Aklys Defense.
And that's, for those who are challenged in spelling like I am, that's Aklys. Aklys.
Yep, Aklys Defense. The website, you can go to aklys.co, aklys.co. That's the shorthand version.
Your website?
Yep, aklys.co.
Oh, aklys.co. Okay.
aklysdefense.com.
That goes to aklysdefense.com. It'll just reroute?
Yep.
Gotcha. Smart. So the integral suppressed rifles, that's what intrigues me. I like the concept of that. I think all rifles should be that way to begin with. I don't think there should be some
trade-offs in that. It's a more compact package, but the can is permanently attached on most all of them. So the can be removed if you really need to. It's not really recommended for the tube to be removed. The core is removable on all of them. The funny thing with the 308 bolt action rifle is that same suppressor that's mounted to it is also mounted on the AKs we do, the integrally suppressed AK-47s, and the integrally suppressed ARs. So you have a can that will hold up to full auto fire on an AK or an AR-15 that's mounted on a bolt action rifle. I'm really waiting for someone to need a rebarrel on one because they'll never wear out the suppressor.
So what happens if they got a rebarrel one? Is there any kind of issues
we would
with
pull
that?
The barrel,
legally?
Remove the barrel, redo it, and permanently attach it.
Okay. Is that part of your warranty?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if it wears out or whatever, we've handled customer warranty issues really solidly. We try and take care of everyone that is that supports our company.
Yep.
And that's the way it should be done.
Yeah.
Hells yeah. So you've got, tell me your line of integrally suppressed rifles. What do you have? What all do you have? I know you got the 22, right?
Actually, we don't have an integrally.
I thought you had a ZK-22.
Been on the drawing board.
Oh, okay. We talked about it one time, I guess.
Yep.
Well, we've got the ZK-22.
That would be awesome.
Something with our detachable 22 cans that you end up with an Integ looking system. So that's a lot of people go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Integ system, our Falcata rifle line. That's the AR side.
And I like you say Integ. I'm going to start saying Integ instead of trying to say integrally. So,
yeah.
Integ. There you go.
Integ line. The 5.56, 300 blackout.
9mm.
58, 9mm. All of the 9mm is the Excalibur line. But all the non-pistol cartridge caliber cartridges are all Falcatas. The Falcata ISs.
Love that name.
You can put that in pretty much any caliber you want. The Javelin line, which is the bolt action line, most of them are 30 caliber. We're working on one for myself now. It's actually going to be 5.56. I'm kind of excited to do that. Cool. We've done them on 35 Wheeling, 458 SOCOM. Then our big boy, the Hades, the 50 caliber BMG suppressed rifle.
Hades.
Now, that one's fun.
I love that. Hades. Awesome.
We even have I guess it's not really an integrally suppressed Mark 19, but we do offer a suppressed Mark 19 as well.
Cool. So what kind of ranges are you getting on your 308s, the bolts?
It's all gonna be determined by the particular round and caliber or particular round and bullet weight you're using.
Yeah.
You're gonna have an integrally suppressed rifle. It has the option definitely to shoot supersonic, but your performance is going to be subsonic rounds. And as long as the gun's sighted in, you're going to have good impact easily. I wouldn't feel uncomfortable shooting 200, 250 yards with it. If you need to reach out further,
with a 308,
supersonic ammo into it and redope it.
Yeah. Yep. And if somebody's shooting further than that, they don't really need a suppressed. I mean, they're not going to want to use a suppressed anyway because it's going to limit their distance.
Well, they could. Suppressor doesn't limit the distance. It would completely, especially at great ranges, you're going to completely eliminate all of the firing signature, the muzzle blast and the the dust that gets kicked up if you're shooting prone, that kind of stuff. The tracking where the supersonic round came from, because the round will reach the target before any bullet flight noise actually does.
Yeah.
So then trying to figure out where that comes from is next to impossible. You'll shoot at game and you'll impact one and they'll kind of spook, but they won't go anywhere. They won't run in any specific direction because they don't know where the gunshot came from.
Right. But you're saying that a suppressed rifle is not going to affect your distance.
No.
Okay.
Maybe
All
a little bit better because of the free bore boost it can provide, as well as the stripping of the gases and a little bit more stable of a bullet. So a properly designed suppressor should slightly increase your range and accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So I think we just had our fact to fight the myth.
Oh.
Well, if there's a myth running out there that suppressors affect long-range capabilities, I mean, that's not
Oh yeah, I've heard that they affect accuracy and the distance.
They can definitely not the distance. They can affect your precision and your point of impact versus point of aim. But if you get a proper dope with a good, well-centered suppressor, it's only going to add benefit.
Yeah. They will affect it, but it will generally be positive.
Gotcha. Now, I think you actually had another or a different fact to fight the myth in mind. And now it's time for the Talking Lead.
Facts to fight the myths.
And
there's a lot of confusion on barrel twists and what it means and how it affects things.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of directly relates to suppressors because you want to make sure if you're shooting through a suppressor that you have a stable round. And a lot of people think it's directly related to the weight of the bullet, but it's actually not the weight of the bullet, it's the length of the bullet and the sectional density of the bullet.
That's what she said.
So depending on certain velocities, also, if you're shooting a lower velocity, you're going to need a little bit tighter twist to stabilize that bullet. Because if you shoot a bullet through a barrel, the barrel is going to contain it, and it's going to keep it stable throughout the barrel. Well, once it exits the barrel, it normally goes into air. Whenever you're on a suppressor, that bullet is exiting out of the barrel, and it's no longer being supported. So it has to be stable to make it through that suppressor cleanly. So if you don't have a stable bullet, it's going to cause a lot of issues in your suppressor because it's going to tumble around and wobble around. So you want to make sure that you have a tight enough twist. And especially the advent and the popularity of these all copper bullets
Mm-hmm.
and some of the specialty alloy bullets, the grains are a lot lighter per given length of bullet. So let's say a 62 grain bullet. In normal times, you need a 1 8 twist barrel in 5.56 to stabilize a 75 grain bullet. Well, if you start getting a copper bullet, you're going to need that around 62 grains. If you start pushing a copper bullet up to 72, 75, and 77, the bullet becomes too long, and you need to start pushing to that 1 7 twist. So you got to look at it very carefully, and the easiest way to do it is just put the bullet in and shoot the gun. Don't have the suppressor on it, and just make sure you got good stability. Shoot it at all the ranges you're wanting to shoot at, and make sure the gun's punching clean round holes.
The closer, the better.
Yep. That gives you the idea of the wobble, too.
Yeah. Go ahead and shoot the target at like 5-10 yards if you can, and see if you have a good round hole in the target. Because it will take a little while for the bullet to stabilize, flatten out, and start point first. And you may have a round hole at 30, 40, 50 yards, but at 12 yards, that bullet's still yawing. And if it has too much yaw, you won't know if you only shoot it at distance.
And when you say yaw, that's the tip to tail movement, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
If you have a suppressor on it, you'll find out real quick if it's not stable.
Yes, you will.
Will it damage your suppressor?
It can. Sometimes it'll just kiss it. Sometimes it'll go sideways and damage baffles. I design my suppressors to fail forward in the design.
Mm.
I try to design everything so it doesn't fail perpendicularity to the tube. Punch holes through the tube, hurt someone next to you, hurt the shooter. If it's going to fail, I want it to fail forward, out the front, in the direction you're shooting anyways.
Mm-hmm. Now, so you're saying the tighter the twist rate, the more stable the shot should be, right?
In most cases, yeah.
In most cases. So when you're going to be using a suppressor, you want a tighter twist rate on your rifle.
You just want to make sure that you have enough twist for a given bullet length for shooting it.
Okay. And like you were showing me earlier, you were showing me 3 different 30 cals, right?
Yeah. I had 300 Win Mag, 300 Remington Ultra Mag, and then 300. I had 300 Whisper in this particular case, and I was comparing them to 338 Lapua, and I actually prefer the 30 calibers in relationship to the 338 just because of the sectional density. You have a little bit. It's a smaller diameter bullet, so it's going to be less affected by wind. It's going to be a longer bullet for a given weight, so it's going to have more stability and more gyroscopic resistance to wanting to tip down at distances. So all around, I prefer that 30 caliber bullet. And getting into the 300 Remington Ultra Mag, I was recently introduced to it, I guess, over the last couple of years. I always thought 300 Remington or 300 Win Mag was like the end-all, be-all 30 caliber cartridge.
Right.
That's generally out there.
Well, you hear a lot of good things about it.
It's actually an old school rimmed Magnum cartridge. I mean, it's been around for forever.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the parent cartridge is. It's probably some like H&H or something. But the 300 Remington Ultra Mag, it's significantly more powder and more velocity. I mean, it's...
Yeah, you were showing me the neck on that thing, and it goes up a good, what, I'd say...
Not that much there.
That's a good, what, 3 centimeters?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the case volume at the shoulder, maybe another quarter inch or so of
that's
America, man.
That's a lot of powder.
It is. I would bet the powder capacity is probably the same between 300 Remington Ultra Mag and 338 Lapua.
I looked it up. It's actually a higher powder, a larger powder capacity.
Which one?
The Ultra Mag.
The Ultra Mag
actually is a heavier powder charge.
Okay.
But you have the 300 Rum is a little bit longer, but it's slightly skinnier. But I'm betting that 300 or that 338 has a little bit thicker.
It's a thicker
more metal. Yeah.
Yeah. The 338 is made from one of the 416s. I don't remember which offhand. It's a 416 Magnum neck down to 338.
Gotcha.
So it's a real heavy web on the back.
I mean, it's one hell of a cartridge. But testing our 30 caliber Orion suppressors, that can that you're getting, we tested it with 300 Win Mag, but then we really wanted to see what it would do with the 300 Rum, and I mean, it holds up great, and the sound performance is what really impressed me.
Yeah.
The extra velocity of Rum in the Orion can is still keeping it in check. I mean, we're talking indoor comfortability of shooting it.
Nice. Very nice.
So we have a actual video of me testing it on our YouTube page.
Okay.
And I shoot it, and then I was like, heck with it. It sounded good with the ear pro on, and I pulled the ear pro off and shot it again.
It was just fine,
was actually comfortable. Yeah.
Sweet.
It's a big cartridge.
It is. That is a huge cartridge. No doubt. It's not as big as a 50 BMG, obviously, but I mean, for a 30 cal, it's ginormous.
For bang for the buck, it's going to be impossible to beat 50 BMG.
Yeah.
But for something like smaller and portable, man, I'm really, really getting sold on 300 Rum.
What's the price range on one of those rounds versus a 338 Lapua?
Oh, half, if not more.
Really? So even better there.
Well, I can go to Academy or Walmart and get 300 Rum.
Yeah.
You tell me where you can find 338 Lapua on the shelf somewhere.
The only place I've seen it around here is the Barrett shop down. What's it called?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure the Outpost has it.
Yeah, Outpost. Yeah, that's the only place I've seen. And it was like $5 a round or something. It was something crazy.
Yeah.
And you can get 50 BMG for under $3 a round at most stores. And then if you buy it in bulk or you buy good quality reloads, you can get even cheaper than that.
Yeah.
Remington Ultra Mag, we've got a box in there that I think I paid $32 retail for a box of 20. I mean, it's not that bad for a.
That's cheaper than some 300 blackout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt. Good fact to fight the myth. So now what do we want to talk about? We talked about your integrally suppressed. We talked about your suppressors. You guys got anything new coming down the line? Anything
Always
you can
new
talk
stuff.
about?
I can't tell you what it is until I work on it.
Can you give us a hint?
Well, you're going to be getting one of the very newest of the 30 caliber suppressors. It'll be a redesign for yours.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Off air, we
more
talked
production.
about that.
I guess the biggest new product, I mean, is between the Pilum and the new 22 core. We've really got a great combination with those two.
Mm-hmm.
Just evolutions of everything we do. I mean, that's what we're working on now.
Okay.
New products, there are a couple in the works, but I think like that Zach said, yeah, you just have to kind of keep an eye out and wait.
Okay. Keep us in suspense. Now, you guys are going to go to SHOT Show, right?
Of course.
We'll be visiting SHOT Show.
Okay, you're going to be visiting?
I'm not doing a booth this year.
Did you?
Because of the flood has kind of put a whopping on that. And
Understandable.
4 inches of water flowing through your SHOT Show booth doesn't do the best things for it.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, did you get my email I sent you, Joe?
Which one?
The invitation to the VFOB event.
When did you send it?
Yesterday, last night, something like that?
I believe I may have missed that one.
Okay.
I'll check my email.
Check your email. So what it is the Veterans Family of Brands, VFOB. Are you guys familiar with them?
No.
Okay, so it's an organization that is bringing together other manufacturers, companies, not necessarily firearms related, but just any company that is supporting our veterans, whether it's veteran-owned, they employ veterans, they are heavily involved with veteran organizations. They're bringing all these companies together so that, what are people called that buy stuff? So that consumers, thank you. So consumers that want to know that the dollars that they are spending are going to help our veterans, then they can do that. They can go to one place and they know that these companies have been vetted and that they are doing what they say they're doing, whether they're employing, they're veteran-owned, or, all of the above, and supporting some sort of veteran. And it doesn't have to be, a specific veteran organization. It could be whatever this company's organization is that they support. But the dollars that the consumers are spending, they know that they're going to help our veterans. So they'll bring, a mattress company in on this. They'll bring a toothpaste company. They'll bring a tampon company. It doesn't matter as long as that they're, supporting our veterans somehow, some way. They vet the companies. So they'll do a background check on them and make sure that, they're doing what they say that they're doing, or they're employing the veterans, or that's an actual veteran that owns the business versus that one company that.
I know exactly who you're talking about now.
Yeah. So they're having an event. It's basically a pre-SHOT Show range day. They got turned off by SHOT Show because they had a booth. They were in line to get like an upgrade, and SHOT Show fucked them over. So they're like, screw them. We'll just have our own event. So that Saturday and that Sunday and that Monday, they're going to have a range day where they're inviting the vendors out, and it's a fraction of the cost of what SHOT Show would cost, but you're still going to be getting, the media people, the buyers. That's who they're inviting to this. They're not inviting just the general public. It's actual, media people. They actually have to get vetted and approved, and buyers. You have to actually be a buyer if you're going to be going to this event. But it's going to be a really good event. But that might be something that, what you guys have been going through could help you maximize your SHOT Show investment.
Yeah. Looks interesting.
Did you get my email? You see it?
Yeah,
now?
I'm looking at it now. I went and dug it up.
Yeah, and plus they're going to have some famous, celebrity type people there.
Like TV people?
No, like military, you know. Marcus Luttrell is possibly going to be there. Gary O'Neill.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So there's a few TV people in there.
Yeah, there might be some TV people in there, too. You know, I'll be there.
Oh, some famous people.
Right. Notorious.
Gary will be there. Looks like, Gary.
Jared Ogden.
Kaylee Hayworth.
Yeah.
Craig Solomon. Yeah, there's cool people going to be there.
Yeah. And that list is growing, too. These guys just started this about, I want to say 4 or 5 months ago, and it's grown just crazy. You know, the people that are joining up, becoming part of the VFOB organization. They were planning on doing like one event a year, and within the first 3 months, they realized that they're going to have to do an event every month.
Huh. Where's the range at? Oh, it's at Pro Gun Club. Okay.
Yeah, Pro Gun Club.
Yeah, we know where that is.
Yeah.
They let us shoot our grenade launchers there.
Yeah.
Nice. You imagine how big a hit you guys would be if you brought your grenade launcher? Holy shit. That would be fucking awesome. Nobody would be talking about SHOT Show Range Day. They'd be talking about this one.
Yep.
That would be huge. Huge.
Huge.
That would be huge.
Everybody in China would enjoy it.
No doubt.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that.
Okay. Just get in touch with Casey there, and he's a good guy. He'll talk to you about it.
Cool. So that's the Saturday, Sunday?
Sunday, Monday. So it overlaps with the SHOT Show Range Day on Monday.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go. I'm going to go Monday to the SHOT Show one. But I'm going to be there Saturday or Sunday for this one. And depending on the time, I mean, I may do both on that Monday. Just got to see how my time works out. And then I'll be in that same room you guys know about.
The little room on the 4th floor?
On the main level. I don't know what floor that is. Is it the 4th?
I think it's 3rd or 4th. I never can remember. I know where it is.
I think it's the second.
Not upstairs where...
It's in between the two main exhibit halls. I think it's the second. I think it's the second floor. Because if you go down, then that's where you get on the buses and stuff, right?
Yeah. Not up there where Dana is, but I think in the one floor down.
Yeah.
Dana Lash?
Yeah.
I would love to get her on the show. You guys got an in with her?
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit? Chad's been trying to hook me up with her. He's got a good in with her.
Yeah, she's really awesome.
Yeah.
That's another podcast that I've started listening to, is her show. She's got I guess she does her normal show and then it goes to podcast.
Yeah.
So I've been listening to her too. I really like her show. She's a spitfire, boy.
Mm-hmm. She gets a lot of attention.
No doubt. I see why.
Well, the left really likes to beat up on her too, and she goes after him.
I don't see why they would want to even come near her. I mean, she'd tear him a new asshole.
Yeah, she does.
She knows her
anyway. They're not that smart.
Well, that's true. That is true. But I've only got like a select few podcasts that I listen to. It's her show. The one I was talking about earlier is Joe Rogan that had Ventura on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all got to listen to that, man. You got to listen to that episode.
Yeah.
You listen to Joe Rogan?
Oh, every once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah. So
there's some friends of mine in Biloxi.
Yeah.
You may know who they are.
Yeah. Student of the Gun. Yeah, I listen to them too. That's another one that I listen to. And Fat Man on Batman. That's Kevin Smith.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So I listened to that one. And there's one called Mysterious Universe. It's these two Australian dudes that talk about like UFOs and conspiracy theories and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Are they getting into the U.S.-based conspiracy theories?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, just anything. Worldwide they talk about. All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And then, what's the Nerdist?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Nerdist podcast with Chris Hardwick.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to that one. And that's about all I listen to.
I only have time to listen to bits and pieces of gun-related podcasts. My time kind of gets chewed up. Yours, Student of the Gun, and then We Like Shooting with Sean.
Okay. Yeah. He's going to be on next week.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm going to have him co-host with me.
Definitely have to check that one out.
Yeah. But I like Sean, and I like Gods and Gun. Troy Clompton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like him as well. Yeah.
He's a good dude. He is in with VFOB also. I'm a lifetime member of VFOB.
Yeah.
They have a very limited lifetime memberships available for personal. It's only like $250.
Man.
Yeah. And then that gets you discounts on all these companies and stuff too. Additional discounts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll sign up. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about your poster, but I have some news to share with the group communally here.
Okay.
There's some new posts on the new LGBT form that we all added. They're pretty interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
And for you Leadheads that are listening right now, the LGBT is not what you think. It's a Facebook group that Joe just discovered on our pre-show. And I'm going to stay tuned to the end of the show, and you'll hear that conversation because I'm gonna put that into the show.
Uh-oh.
But let's go ahead.
Started entering that conversation, not knowing who was being recorded.
We're always being recorded.
I won't have anything incriminating on there, I promise.
It doesn't matter.
It'll all be funny stuff.
Yeah.
But you guys
my boss
listen.
is listening, and my girlfriend's in the other room, so I don't really have anything to hide.
You guys listen to the end of the show, but it's not the LGBT that you would think. So where's the post at? I'm on here. Have I been accepted yet as a member?
I accepted you, yes, yeah.
Okay, let me refresh. Look, I can see posts now.
Oh, there's a good one.
Oh my gosh. Everyone loves you. Nice.
Ooh.
So I think that post goes against their rules.
What?
Maybe not. Are you watching that video?
No, apparently there's a Walking Dead spoiler.
Oh, on the LGBT?
Yeah.
How far down?
40 minutes ago post.
Oh no! Yesterday at 11:02. Look at that one. The one that never got away. Oh! Do you see it yet?
I got distracted by something I just noticed that a friend of mine actually, that one of my other friends has posted.
Uh-oh.
Send me an invite on that page. I got distracted by another page I was on.
So we're distracted by a Facebook post right now. We'll get to the show in a minute. Y'all just stand by. You got to go down to the one that never got away.
All right, Zach, you're in.
Here, I'll show it to you on the.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see that one. Where's that one?
You see it?
What the heck is with the rules?
Everything's posted here goes against the rules.
Okay.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She's kind of cute. Oh, well.
That was tough to get the camera twisted around.
All right, let's do a show wrap up here, and then we'll look at more porn.
It's not porn, it's safe.
All right, guys, so make sure you go to Aklys Defense's website, and make sure you visit their YouTube channel, too. They got a lot of cool videos going on there, all the cool R&D that they're doing down there in Louisiana. I got to get down there. I still haven't made it down there.
I got a spare bedroom and all kinds of stuff, man.
I know, I'm a douche. I got no excuse. So let's go ahead and plan this. Let's get it on the calendar. When am I coming down?
I don't know.
How's November looking for you guys?
Pretty crappy.
Pretty crappy.
Not the front of November.
Yeah, because I've got a hernia surgery coming up, so I wouldn't be good company.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't want to be down there for that. Ain't nobody got no time for no hernia surgery.
No.
Man, this is an active group. It's distracting.
No doubt.
Just constantly scrolls.
I love the rules, though. It says no racist stuff, no porn, no bad shots, and most importantly, no sharing posts directly from the group. If you do, you will get booted out. By sharing posts directly from the group, you will get other members banned. That's a blue Falcon buddy fucker move. So please don't do it. So maybe they just got to put that disclaimer up there as a disclaimer just to cover their ass, but people don't really listen. That's funny. All right, so Aklys Defense, AKLYSDEFENSE, or as Joe said earlier, you just do aklys.co.
Yep.
That'll take you there. Their Facebook page, you guys on Instagram, Twitter, and like I was telling you earlier, you're going to see some badass R&D videos. You go to their YouTube channel, and that's just Aklys Defense there also?
Yep. Aklys Defense, and you can pretty much see all of our social media, all of our posts there. Go to the website, and you can see links out from there. We've got some cool products on the website, some great lifestyle gear, and some great weapons. Recently, we actually just started on a project with kind of in a realm we don't normally get into. Mm-hmm. We've kind of gotten into a political fundraiser.
Really? With
it. We're doing a 1911 with some custom engraving, and that's available there.
Yeah, you were telling me Clay Higgins, he's famous down there in your area.
Man, he's famous everywhere. Everybody knows about him. The big viral videos that went out all over. He started just as like a public service announcement kind of thing to Crime Stopper. It was a Crime Stoppers video for his local area, and it just grew from that because of the way he talks and the
he basically.
He I mean, he's a true patriot, not a politician. So he had a bunch of people pressuring him to run for some state offices, and he ended up going for the 3rd congressional district as a DC. So a man on the ground in DC as a representative of us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And like you said, I mean, those videos, you probably just, if you Google Captain Clay Higgins, I'm sure you'll find those YouTube videos, but he's basically just calling criminals out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like right there saying, bring it. We'll take your ass down. It's pretty cool. And then he had the whole community behind him, black and white behind him. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool. It's pretty, it made an impact, no doubt.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, so if anybody's interested in that, I mean, reach out and take a look at that and help support a great cause. Get a patriot in a DC office.
Yeah, and the gun, you guys have that gun on your website. It's under the firearms tab, and it's the first posting that they have. It's Captain Clay Higgins Limited Edition. Quit distracting me. Commemorative 1911 by Aklys Defense, and it's pretty cool. It's got engraved on it, and there's only 100 of them, right?
Yep. We're only gonna make 100 of them. It's really strictly limited edition stuff.
Yeah, and it says America United Captain Higgins, and it's got a silhouette of Captain Higgins with his big mounty hat on and whatnot. But it's cool, and then it'll be numbered. It's engraved with the number on it too. And you don't get that Benchmade knife with that doesn't come with it.
That Benchmade, no.
That you're telling me a cool story. Can you tell it?
If you really want that Benchmade, you can purchase it.
Can you talk about the history behind that? You were telling me the history. Is that something you can talk about or not?
That blade, it's a Benchmade auto knife that are received as a Christmas gift from the King of Jordan. I guess that was about 3 years ago.
Sweet.
It's really pretty Benchmade. It's talk about limited run. I don't know how many they made, but they didn't make very many of them. But it actually has a gold crest, the King's crest in the side of the handle. So it's a really neat handle. Cool. And the blade profile is kind of a swooping. Zach, what do you call that blade style? Kind of like
I don't know what you call it. It's got a nice swoop to it. Not really karambit, but it's kind of
Sherpa. Maybe like a Sherpa.
Yeah, I'm just getting into knives, so I don't know a lot about them yet.
That's a scary, very dark, deep hole.
Mm-hmm.
Knives, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I've been very reluctant just because of that. I've seen a lot of people that get consumed by it.
Yeah, it's a deep hole. There's a real cool show. It just happened maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. The Unusual Suspects Network. That's a really cool show. It's kind of like Blade Show, but all of the more custom and more smaller and more niche style designers and builders.
Cool.
It's a really cool show.
Where's that at?
It's like an EDC show.
Where's that at?
In Vegas.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. I've missed it the last few years due to the distractions around here.
Yeah.
But I hope they kind of get back out there and make a few again.
Maybe they need to travel around and do it different cities. All right, guys, let's wrap this show up. I think we've talked about all you guys want to talk about.
What all we can put on the air, at least.
Yeah. It's gonna be a nightmare to edit.
Probably so.
Oh well, that's what I live for. That's my thing. A big thanks to all our sponsors. Nordic Components, check them out at nordiccomp.com. Cobalt Kinetics, cobaltkinetics.com. X Steel Targets. Make sure you guys go visit xsteeltargets.com and get you some AR500 steel targets.
X Steel Targets.
Multicampattern.com. Our good buddies over at Frontier Tactical. Check them out at frontiertactical.com and make sure you're checking out their YouTube videos and their Facebook page. And of course, we'd like to thank Glock, which is the official carry of Lefthand of Talking Lead. That's right, I rock the Glock, and you guys should too. Check them out at glock.com and 1776 United, 1776united.com. Keltec, keltecweapons.com. Dipstick Hydrographics, they are dip123.com. And make sure you guys go and support Mission 22, mission22.com, and Sheepdog Impact Assistance, sheepdogia.org. All right, Leadheads, as always, keep your loved ones close.
And your firearms closer.
And your Falcata even closer.
Yep.
Right?
Works for me.
I'm telling you guys got to go to their website and check out their shirts because they got some awesome shirts. And they're not as comfortable as the Talking Lead shirt, but they're pretty damn close.
They're really close.
Pretty damn close. So I've got several. I've got to get that one that Zach's got on. I don't have that one yet.
Helmets? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I've got the Aklys Defense one. The Aklys Fett one. And then I've got the Machine Gun Smile one. So I got to get that. And I get the new one that you're talking about, too. Can't wait for that one to come out.
New one's coming out shortly.
Is that can we expect that within a week, within a month?
I'm thinking about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks?
Yep.
Awesome. So in 2 weeks, about 2 weeks, we're going to have the guys back on the show, and we're going to release that.
All right.
Deal?
Good.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Stay tuned, Leadheads. We got more coming. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a ginger lemon radler. German style beverage.
Get a little closer.
Hey, can y'all see the IMs?
Okay.
Let me go to it. You sending links?
Yeah, I'm sending links.
I got one. I got the LGBT.
They're sending another one, too.
Oh, wait. Addicts Gone Wild.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, or what?
What is that about?
I have no idea, but I joined it.
You just joining all kinds of groups. So you just joined an LGBT, which, what was that again? Liquor, guns, bacon, and titties.
Food. Yeah, liquor, bacon, guns, and titties.
Liquor, guns, bacon, and titties. LGBT.
And I just yeah. That's pretty.
So we're on a joining groups binge this episode.
I never get to fuck around on Facebook. And it's got all these cool suggestions. There's a group called Rate My Tits 4.0.
And the booty contest pages are pretty nice, too.
Holy shit.
I didn't know those existed.
Really?
Uh-uh.
Oh, man.
I don't do a lot of Facebook
Rate My Tits
stuff,
4.0.
Send me the link. Might as well join that. Join the LGBT group.
I got to get onto the.
So we're recording now. All this is going to go in the show.
The Addicts Gone Wild one looks awesome.
Addicts. What are they addicts of?
I don't know, and I wonder if are they current addicts or are they recovering addicts and it's a support group, or is it like legit like a bunch of addicts that are trying to get their fix?
I don't know. I'm looking at the profile
it looks
pictures.
Like a Suicide Girl type thing, but the amateur side.
I don't know.
They
don't give a description. Wait, we are here.
Friends in the group already, so
we are here to build each other up and have fun. It says, do not post nudity or you will be banned. This group may not be for everyone. If you disagree with what you see, please kindly show yourself to the doe. Don't ruin our fun. We may be freaks, but we are cool.
We may be freaks, but we are cool with that.
All right, let's get started with the show here.
I sent you to one.
What did you send me?
It can get interesting in there. Holy cow.
Midwest Yoga Booty Contest.
So you Leadheads, this is what we do prior to starting the show, is we go through and we look for crazy Facebook pages.
Are we live?
Oh, I'm recording. We're not live. I'm recording, though. This shit's going in the show.
I don't care.
Yeah, like Zach's girlfriend's like right there, so.
This is going to be the after show extra content.
A beer and a mojito.
Yeah.
Hey, wearing costumes to the party Monday?
Monday. I'm not.
Come on,
I don't know what he is.
Y'all having a company party?
Dress up?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. One of our favorite local nighttime clubs down here is having a Halloween party on Halloween.
That's trivial.
Yes.
Doing it on Halloween.
Yeah, I got a invite from Kim.
Cool. I guess we need a table. Oh fuck, we need a table, huh?
Yeah, get us a table.
Yeah, this one. Well, it's on a Monday.
Hey, how drunk are you wanting me to get?
I doubled it.
At least.
No, it would have been a really small drink, so I just doubled everything.
Okay.
That way you don't have to get up.
No, it's good. Thank you. Thank you, baby.
Wish I had somebody bringing me a drink.
It's a full glass.
Is that liquor?
Yeah, that's actually really strong and pretty tasty. Do you like crude humor?
Of course.
I've got to add you to police then.
Of course I do.
And you may want to delete that or bleep that out because it's a really hidden group.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a secret group with 500 people in it.
That's pretty exclusive.
Yeah. It was originally started to see if they could have a Facebook group shut down in less than one day.
Apparently they didn't. If it's still going.
They've really tried.
So it's not politically correct.
Holy cow, that's fantastic. Sorry, I got distracted by a meme. Or a GIF. I'm going to send you the link to the GIF.
Is a GIF like a MILF?
Huh?
I said, is a GIF like a MILF?
Yeah. I just sent it to you on Facebook.
Oh.
That came out of Fun Police.
Wow. That puts your 338 Lapua to shame, Joe. Here. You can see it right here. You see that?
I cannot see that.
Is it?
I can.
What about now? Doink.
Oh, yeah.
Doink. Doink.
Yep.
And the payday. Spoing.
For all those videos where they don't actually have that happen.
And that's on Facebook, huh?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know Facebook was that risky. And they won't let me post a damn advertisement for a gun.
Nope.
All right, you guys ready to start the show? For reals?
Sure.
Show.
For reals?
Faux show.
Faux
Figure
show.
out Jackwagon.
I've got...
got a good Jackwagon.
Yeah, you're the Jackwagon for not having Skype after I told you 10 times we were doing Skype today.
Joe keeps me on a tight leash at work. I didn't have time to do it.
My ass, you left
I can
fucking
believe that.
4 or 5 o'clock today.
No, I left at like 10 till 6.
That's like 5 o'clock.
He had to go do his Tim McGraw.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to get my Tim McGraw in.
Speaking of rum and things that rhyme, I'm going to get a refill, and I'm going to take a potty break. Do you guys need to do the same?
No, I'm actually still good.
Okay. Well, yeah, you had a full fucking cup, so
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What costume are you going to wear for the Halloween party, Zach?
Hey, everyone wants me to dress as a werewolf.
For Monday's party or for Saturday's party?
Oh, for the SOE party.
A werewolf?
Yeah. Because Stephanie's doing his Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh. I've run out of Girl Scout cookies and Henry's hard soda now.
That's a shame.
I'd have to run downstairs and get more Coke. I guess I could just do a bourbon.
Yeah.
Any glasses left? No, somebody got all my glasses downstairs.
Dang it.
Cut the bottle open. Cut the Coke can. I'm gonna cut the Coke can off and put some in. What is that in the corner of Marty's room? That right corner. It looks like a pole saw or a spear or something.
I'm thinking it's a spear of some sort.
Yeah. Excuse me. Got an AK back there too. A 47, yeah. Some kind of red, maybe a Bakelite mag.
Kind of looks like it. Yeah.
Maybe get him a banner. So I wonder what's under the banner. I bet you it's a self-portrait of Marty on a bearskin rug and a loincloth.
One could only hope. Uh-oh.
Wait, I think it's a mirror, so we may be correct.
What's that? What's your bets?
We're speculating of what's behind the Talking Lead banner.
Yeah, it's a mirror.
Oh, so we could be correct. Is there a couch in front of it or a bearskin rug?
No, actually, there's an AK-47 in front of it.
Yeah, we were talking about that too. Looks like a Bakelite magazine in it.
Hold on.
Oh, hydro dipped.
That's my Skull Crusher, baby.
It's a PMAG in there.
We use that red threw me off. We used that same pattern on a few of the ZKs a while back.
Oh, you did?
We hydro dipped them in green.
Yep.
Nice. Yeah, we did a little special hydro dip video with Dipstick Hydrographics. They're one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
So after the Iraq veteran shoot, or during it actually, we shot a video of doing this little AK project. So I just did a Kel-Tec Sub 2000 yesterday. The last 2 days was my newest dip project. Looks like shit. It's the worst one I've done. I've done probably 5 or 6 dip projects, and they all turned out pretty good. But this one was just that. It's just this. There's not a lot of real estate on that Sub 2000 to begin with. Yeah. So it was hard to do. And
was it an original Gen or one of the Gen 2s?
Gen 2. Yeah.
Yeah, that Gen 2 is way cooler than the Gen 1 with the threaded barrel and the rails and all
the adjustable buttstock.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I just boxed it up and sent it back to Chad at Kel-Tec because I took it apart. I couldn't get it back together.
Dang it, man.
And I was asking him, I was like, so I took the barrel off of the receiver, the little hinge that it flips on. And I was trying to get it back, and I couldn't get the what are they called? The little thingies. I couldn't get them apart.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Don't do it." He said, "You'll warp it, and then it'll be dangerous to shoot." He said, "Just send it back to me, and we'll put it back together." I was like, "Okay." He said he'd do a trigger job on it for me while he had it there too. So